it is Friday morning. It is like 6:45 or closer to 7 probably. But yeah, I'm making my last drive to work of the week. I didn't want to get up this morning. I really didn't want to get up this morning. But I had to, because, you know, I have to go to work. Yeah, almost to my move-in date. Thank goodness. Not that it's been bad. It hasn't been bad at all. I mean, it's just I get really tired of driving, and I get home from work and I'm just like, ugh, I just want to go to bed. I went to bed at 10 o'clock last night, which is not normal for me. I don't normally go to bed until like midnight. But, yep, I was really tired, so I went to bed early. I'm an old woman now. Oh my God, son, could you not, please? Ow. So I've been listening to the radio because, that's what I do. I listen to, well, if I'm not listening to a CD or whatever, I listen to the radio in my car, and, since it's morning, they have all of the morning shows on right now. So normally I listen to Kid Craddock in the morning, but the station that I listen to it on, I could probably pick it up now, but I can't pick it up as well back that way. So I listened to a different station, and they were talking about people having a phone voice, and I think I may have a phone voice. So a phone voice is basically, it's a different voice that you put on when you're talking on the phone to someone. Like if you're making dinner reservations, or if you have to call to order something, or, you know, whatever, or if you're calling to talk to the power company or something like that, you have a different voice that you put on when you talk to people like that, rather than, you know, your normal voice that you would use talking to, you know, people that you know and that you see every day. So this is like my normal voice. It may be a little more southern right now because I've been hanging out with my family. I've always wanted to do an experiment where I just like go and hang out with my family for a long time, and then as I'm driving away, film it and see what I sound like, because I probably sound a lot different than I normally do after I leave from, you know, my mom's house. So I may sound a little more southern right now. But I've noticed that when I do talk on the phone to some, like, to like a professional whatever, I don't know what it is. I think I talk a little slower, which I don't know how that's possible because I talk pretty slow as it is. But I try to enunciate even more. So I'll call and I'll say, yes, I'd like to place an order for Krista. That's Krista. And I'd like to get blah, 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 whatever. And it's softer, I think, but it's also, I try to be very, very polite. So anyway, yeah, that's my phone voice. And normally if I had to say like numbers for like an account or something, let's just say, I would be giving a phone number or something, and I would say 0 instead of O, because normally I would say, you know, normally I would say 867-5309, but if I were on the phone, I would say 867-5309. Because I guess I just want people to understand me better, because I have a hard time understanding people on the phone. And I actually tweeted about this. Someone called from Comcast because I was trying to set up my cable for my new apartment and everything. And so the guy called, because I tried to set it up online, and of course they're like, okay, well, we've got it set up for, or we're setting it up for you, but we're gonna have to call you. And it's like, oh, why didn't I, if I'd known this, I would have just called them in the first place and let them do it, because I hate talking on the phone. I absolutely hate it. And maybe that's why I have a phone voice, because I'm trying to like show that I'm trying to like pretend like I don't absolutely hate it, but I don't know. Anyway, so they call, and I think all they were doing was saying, okay, we're calling you to say that someone is going to call you in 30 minutes. What was even the point? I already had a message on the website that said somebody was going to call within the next 2 hours. I don't have to know. I don't know. It just kind of annoyed me that they called me twice. It's like, okay, I get it. I already knew somebody was going to call. You don't have to call to tell me that somebody's going to call. If I already knew somebody was going to call. But anyway, when he called, I couldn't even understand what he was saying because it was just mumbles. People who mumble should not work for customer service. The next two people who called, I understood them perfectly. They were like really nice to talk to, and you know, I could understand them exactly everything they were saying. But then that mumble guy, I was just like, oh, okay. I'm like, I can't understand you, but I guess I maybe know what you're saying. I don't know. I don't think my hearing's that great anyway. I don't think my hearing has ever been that great, but I've already got glasses. Do I need a hearing aid also? Sun, could just stop. That's the only bad part about like driving as the sun is rising and as the sun is setting, because the sun is always like right in my face and I hate it. Guess I could get something to put right here, but then that would obstruct my view and everything. Ugh. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the car vlogs, mainly because the sun is always like directly where I don't want it. And it's really loud, so I have to try to talk a little louder and then hope that I can maybe make it where you don't just hear the car and you can actually hear me. But, yeah. Also, it's morning, so I have morning voice. In case you've ever wondered what morning voice sounds like, it sounds very much like this. So, it's kind of gravelly. Sounds like I'm sick, probably. Oh yeah, my dang Wizarding World loot crate. Okay, so as you know, I get the Wizarding World loot crate, and I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it a lot, considering that I kind of had really started hating loot crate. But it was supposed to arrive at my house. At my house! The thing is, I went in earlier this month and I changed the address on my account so that they would send it to my mother's house because I knew I was going to be staying at my mom's house. So I changed the address. And then 2 days later, I got an email saying that it had shipped to my house. My old house that I just sold, that I no longer live in. So, of course there's no way to like stop it. There's no way to go in and say, can you send it to this address instead, because it's already sent. It's already on its way. I guess they print out the labels, the shipping labels really early or something, and I didn't get it in time because 2 days. So they sent it to my house and I've been tracking it, and it was supposed to arrive Wednesday, and it arrived Wednesday. And I actually told, because I know the people who bought the house, and, well, Kevin knows them more than I do. So Kevin actually told him, you know, you may get a Wizarding World loot crate. If you do, it's Krista's. Just give it to me. I'll give it to her. And so I thought, well, that's fine. Hopefully it will just show up there. I can get it that way. But the thing is, while it goes through FedEx, it stops at the post office, and the post office delivers it, which I kind of forgot about. Which means, since I've changed my address, and I'm no longer at that address, they would not deliver it. So they sent it back to Loot Crate. So now my Loot Crate is on its way back to California, where hopefully they will look at it and go, oh, okay, I see. She's at a different address now. And then I'll have to wait another like week or two for it to get to my mom's house, at which point I will not be living at my mom's house anymore. I'll be in my apartment. Luckily, Loot Crate has this policy where they won't show what people are getting in their loot crates in tweets and stuff. But there are people, they'll like retweet people saying, oh my gosh, this is like the best loot crate ever. And then I get to look at it and go, you know what? I would probably know that by now if I actually had my loot crate. Oh yeah, so they're doing this thing this weekend in Alabama. I don't know if they do it in other places or not, but it's a tax-free weekend. And it's supposed to be like a we're getting ready to go back to school kind of thing, and you can get your school supplies and backpacks and clothes and stuff like that for without having to pay taxes on them. So this is the time that normally I think about, let's see, what can I get? Can I get anything? I've bought I bought a computer once during tax-free weekend, and I've also bought a laptop during tax-free weekend. And really helps when you don't have to pay taxes. It's really nice. But I don't think I have anything this time. But it's always funny when they do tax-free weekend, because it's Alabama, and they like to do radio commercials. So occasionally you'll hear a radio commercial and be like, so what's I can't even do it. So are you curious about what's tax-free this weekend? That's what I have to hear. It's tax-free weekend, y'all. I don't understand why. I mean, I guess that they let people with really thick accents, really thick Southern accents, do commercials around here because they think, oh, well, that's just the way everyone talks. That's not the way everyone talks. So it's really weird when I, watch TV and listen to the people that I work with, because we don't all have like really thick accents, and then hear that on the radio, because just like, whoa. Could you tone it down just a little bit? Do you have to be that Southern? But yeah, apparently they do. I guess that's all for now, and I will see you guys next week. If you have any questions for me that I can answer while I am driving, please let me know, and I may do that. So, yeah. Alright. I'll see you guys next time.